Welcome back, my friend. I hope you've had a great couple of days since the Birmingham match where we did not lose our home record. What a great night of football that was, yeah. Great atmosphere, great result, and we were close to winning it, no? Couple of goal line clearances, boy, I tell you, it was close. But welcome into the pre-game. This is Wrexham welcoming in the Borough. Stevenage, the Red Dragons, are the host. It's third, taking on 15 from the Stoke Ras. And I got to tell you, JPR 3665, thanks for the kind words, my friend. Stoke Ras means a lot to me. I know it does to you. Thank you for saying such good things to me last time around. I appreciate it. I do. I really do. But before we go anywhere, I'm going to tell you what's happening with the show. We've got stats. We've got highlights. We've got predictions. We've got Phil flies 10,000 miles. You'll see about that in a minute. Head-to-head coming through. Top 6 focus as well. And the season stats in lights as well. Before we go anywhere, we got some news from the club. Yes, I'm going to read it off to you. Sam Dolby, not coming back to the club. He's staying with Dundee United. We have a new executive director. Yeah, KALEEN ALLYN. I'll add a link at the end of this show down below. You can read about KALEEN ALLYN and something you probably don't know. Go to that link after the show. Also, new signing, Ryan Longman. I'm going to put a link at the end of the show about Ryan Longman and his scoring exploits. I tell you now, if he brings what I've seen, I put it this way, we could have 2 Ryan Barnetts is what I'm feeling, but he's got the touch. Let's hope he can bring it in League One. He's done it for Hull City in the Championship. Let's hope he brings it to us. Also, Jack Marriott, Jacob Memby signed new contracts. They will go till the end of 25-26 season. And thereafter, the club will then make a decision for the further year. Let's see what happens there. But now, I say, let's take a look at the stats from the last time these two met up at Stevenage. And it wasn't exactly a great day. Take a look at the stats straight after. We're going straight to the highlights of the same game. So there you go, my friend. That's how it finished last time around. 1-0 to the Borough, Stevenage. Had Jack Marriott got that shot off that you're going to see next, it would have been a very different day. Wrexham just needed that 1 goal to get going, but it never came. Look at the possession, 61%. Yeah, 7 shots, 1 on target. Just 1. Stevenage had 3. It's one thing to dominate the game, but it's another thing to win it. And this one is a revenge match. A total revenge match. So there you go. There's the stats from October 1st, 2024, earlier in the season. Yeah. Now let's take a look at the highlights. There wasn't much to look at, but the 2 points I pick out are pretty well poignant in that match, where we didn't exactly come back with what we should have. Now, did we? Take a look. So now you've seen what the stats say. Take a look what the highlights said last time these guys played at Stevenage. Wrexham go for the long ball down the middle. Jack Marriott tussles, wins the tussle, gets through, fires off a shot, and it just goes over. If that goes in, this is a different game. Jack knows how close that was. So close. Ryan Barnett in possession now, having difficulties clearing it. Stevenage getting a little bit fortunate here. And again here, keeping the ball in play. There's a big hole in the middle. Wrexham, like Iwata for Birmingham. Here it is. Thompson's loads of space, fires it in, and Arthur does not look good on that. I was so surprised when that went in. Thompson loves it. So there you go. There's the highlights. It wasn't exactly Wrexham's finest hour. They should have come away with at least a point. And 60-odd% possession of the game. They didn't do too much with it. Just that one-on shot on target. And like I say, Jack Marriott, if he hits the target in the early phase of the game there that you saw in the highlights, that's a different day. Totally different day. Now let's move along to the prediction for this game. And also, there's a tidbit. You get to hear what I said last week about Birmingham as well. Let's go to the prediction right now. So, my friend, last match, this was what I predicted versus Birmingham. So, yes, let's take a look at the prediction, what I'm thinking, and the betting odds. First thing off the bat, I do not see a 0-0. If Wrexham win at home, I think it's going to be the 1-0. And a good result also would be a 1 apiece for both teams. This is what I'm predicting versus Stevenage. Yes, let's get into the score prediction, what I see coming down the line. Now, between these two teams, you've seen 26 draws this season. I don't want it to be number 27. A top result for Stevenage, however, is 1-0 on the road. 1-0 at home for Wrexham is what I'm looking for, but I'm looking for more. This could be 2-0, but at the start of the game, finish of the game, my score prediction is 1-0 to Wrexham, possibly more. So there's the prediction. Yes, I'm calling for the 1-0, plus it might be more. And I've got to tell you, it's a revenge match. It's payback. And there's 3 points, like I said, that we should have had last time around that we didn't get. This time around, we need them 3 points. Also, in the bargain, top 6 clubs. We got 2 of them top 6 clubs. In fact, 2 matches in the top 6 clubs, which include 4 of the clubs, which means there's 2 head-to-heads. You're going to hear about that as we move through, yeah? But moving forward, I want to take you on a little bit of a promo for PJ, an Australian fan of Wrexham. Yes, hardcore Wrexham. He flew 10,000 plus miles one way. 21,968 miles both ways. What a brain. Anyway, takes a little while to work that out. But if you have not seen this video, it's going to be added down below. Another link to the show, but this one's in-house built. PJ went to Wrexham, Peterborough a couple of weeks ago. We've got the story, and more than that story. And if you haven't seen it, you want to check it out and pass it around to all Wrexham fans about worldwide Wrexham fans coming to town and eventually sitting in the fourth wall. You're going to hear some interesting information in that interview. And it's more of a football banter chat. It's not a total interview, although it's set up as, but it's more of 2 guys sitting having a good chat, yeah? Big up to PJ. Anybody else going to the Wrexham? Let me know, and we'll talk about your trip too. Totally. With that said, meet PJ and a little bit about that trip. Looking for more Wrexham AFC videos? Take a look at this one. PJ Phillip from Australia flew 10,000 plus miles to watch Wrexham AFC. Take a load of that at the end of this one. The link will be provided. So again, I say, if you're going to go to Wrexham, you're on your way to Wales, you gotta let me know. Wherever you are travelling from the world, I'd love to know your story so we can do a little highlight from you. And yes, I do know like people like Phil West and Stevie Glover, all a lot of great guys local to Wrexham. I know you're there too, and you're still very special, as are worldwide Wrexham, as is everybody, because we're all one, no matter where we go. Head to head, take a look. You're going to enjoy this. So, looking at the head-to-head, I love this part of the show. I hope you do too. Ask yourself 3 questions. How many wins has Wrexham had over Stevenage? How many draws have Wrexham and Stevenage had? And how many wins has Stevenage had? There you go. Wrexham is bossing this one. Talking about historical results, take a look. Yes, since 2006 all the way to 2024, there's 6 matches. That's it. Next one, coming up next. It's going to decide the bragging rights. But since October, Stevenage have bragging rights over Wrexham. Let's get back on screen. Not a lot of history there, eh? You know, not a lot of history. But with that history said, 3-1-2. Yeah, Wrexham is bossing it at the moment. Has a good chance to make it 4-1-2. At least 3-2-2. But hopefully not 3-1-3, yeah? Let's have that not happen, yeah? But with both teams, it's been a long season. I got a new format for you, Wrexham fans. Get a load of this. It's the season in lights, but I've set you a new format so you can see the complete season now. And hey, Stevenage fans, you get to see a lot of yours too. Take a look at the season stats, guys. Come with me. We'll be there for about 1:30. We've got a little bit to get through. Once we do, you'll be a lot wiser and you'll have a lot more data on board, and then we'll be touching the game talk. Let's go and see the season in lights. Okay, Wrexham fans and worldwide Wrexham fans, we've had a format change. Now you can see the complete season start to finish with games coming. I'm going to draw your attention to one thing. The final 8 games for Wrexham are very favourable to pick up points. Point being, if Wrexham is still in touching distance of Wycombe and Birmingham with 8 games to go, well, I'll tell you what, second place could be a reality. I'm not jinxing it, I'm just letting you know what I see, because that is what I see. Furthermore, There's your last 10, there's your last 5, and Wrexham's complete home season so far. 13 clean sheets, 7 at home, 6 away, 26 between these two teams. Let's take a look at Stevenage. As the headline says for Stevenage, goal-shy Stevenage finding form, and they are. The first half of the season pretty much inconsistent, going nowhere, but the last 10 games, 4-4-2, as you can see to your right, finding form and moving strong right now. This is a game that Wrexham do not need to take lightly. Look at the last 10, look at the last 5, and look at the away. 2 wins on the season, just 2 wins on the season. But look how many goals they've conceded. Not so many, hey? And check this, Stevenage, last 4 matches, 0 goals against. The last goal, 378 minutes ago on the road. And 1 goal in the last 5, and that was away against Barnsley in the last match. So they don't give up much, but they don't score much at all. So there's the season stats in lights. I hope you like the new format. I really do. If not, let me know, and we'll take it back to what it was. And it's easy as that. Wrexham fans, you're going to get that format all the way to the end of the season. Both sides, yeah? All the games and then the 10-5 and the home or away, whichever we're at the time. But I've got to say this. We are in for a tight game. They've only conceded 22 goals all season. We're talking about Stevenage. Wrexham's only conceded 21. Wow. 26 clean sheets between the two. You would think, money on this, that it's going to be a draw. The only thing I say against that is that the home form for Wrexham is really something special. Not just this year, not last year, but also the year before. It's been building. Phil Parkinson, ever since he came in, has made the Stoke a fortress. And when the fans get nuts in their head and the volume gets going, we don't even hear the road fans. We don't even know you're there. So if you don't fill out your allocation, your boys are getting no volume in their ears, and it'll be a total road game. Just saying. I hope you fill the allocation and come for a massive game, because it surely will be. And I don't see a world full of goals, but there's 1 or 2 ways this can play out. You know my prediction, 1+ goals for Wrexham. That's what I'm looking at. But there comes a day, remember this, there comes a day when you absolutely get blitzed and you didn't see it coming. This is one of them games where you could see Wrexham getting more than the 1 goal and probably play into it. I'm not saying the 4-1 like now Northampton, because it might be difficult for Stevenage to get that goal. But I'm saying this could be the day where Wrexham actually apply a little bit of class, a little bit of might, a little bit of confidence, home brew, home cooking, home play, everything going your way, and they have a little bit of a knockout game of the season, one that you take home and you remember for quite a few weeks, like we did the Northampton game. It can go that way. At the end of the day, we're going to have to be excellent and execute in front of net any opportunity we get. Jack Marriott, come on, son. Get out there, get on the park and do what we know you can. Paul Mullin, like to see you come out and do it again. A little bit of a question mark there. Stevie Fletcher, love it, love it, love it. Ollie Palmer, can't get enough of it, mate. Hard work. Talking about hard work, Ollie Rathbone, hard-working Ollie Rathbone. Every game he's on it, on it. Somebody who's not been on it in my books is Mr. O'Connor, a little bit sleeping. He needs to pick up that game, especially passing, yeah? What do you think? Is there anybody else that you think needs a praise, a kick on the arse or a praise or a pat on the back? Elliot Lee needs to have a big game coming through? Yes, I say he does, yes. There's a few other guys can step up the plate, yeah? Ryan Barnett, maybe this is the game on the right wing to really float a few assists in. At the end of the day, I can go on and on and on about everybody. Maxi Cleworth, not exactly in the best of form, not in bad form, needs to bring it up. But like you see, I can analyse all the players. You can too. You know where we're at. We're in for a tough match. It's going to be loud. And I tell you, I only see 1 win going one way, and that's to Wrexham. At the end of the day, let yourself go and go watch those videos, yeah? The new executive director, KALEEN ALLYN, check the link. The new signing, Ryan Longman, I'm impressed. Check the link. Yeah. There's another link you can check when you're down there too. And that's from when Philip, PJ, went 10,000 miles in a plane to Wales to watch Wrexham. So there's 3 points there after this that can entertain you further. Just do me a favour. Like the video, please. Join our family. And like he said in that video, PJ, he said, I feel like I'm part of the family. Well, guess what? You all are part of this family, and it's not just plastic. It is real. We don't do this for money. We do this for us. At the end of the day, it's Wrexham, Stevenage, Stoke Keras. Let's have it. Cheers.